8 a.m. in the morning time on this Wednesday morning, October 7th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, October 7th, 2020. Good morning, y'all. This lovely Wednesday morning, October 7th, 2020. The time is 8 a.m., 61 degrees in North Massachusetts. Peter J. Williams, report of the Peter Channel Morning News. The date. Top stories at 8 a.m. on this Wednesday morning is, according to the tracker, key Trump contacts who have tested positive for the coronavirus. How Kamala Harris has stacked up as Joe Biden's number 2. Nobel Prize in Chemistry awarded to scientists who discovered CRISPR gene editing tool for rewriting the code of life. Arizona Senate debate turns on Trump. Trump's declassified award of water races, Ron Rollo said. Hurricane conditions likely all across all of Kenya on Friday because of Hurricane Delta. 2 more Boston restaurants say pandemic is forcing them to close. Justice officials drove family separation policy, draft watchdog report says. New York City's Orthodox community holds large protests over new coronavirus restrictions. TV networks ignore Cunningham scandalous affair rocking North Carolina Senate race. The white St. Louis couple who pointed guns at protesters were indicted by a grand jury on evidence tampering. Leaders of Greece's neo-Nazi group Golden Dawn found guilty of running a criminal organization. Hundreds of protests outside LA Times over Armenian conflict coverage from Boris Johnson catching COVID-19 was so less so for Trump. Protesters and vigilantes scuffle encourage the state capital as political crisis festers. A Greek court on Wednesday convicted members of the Golden Dawn political party and ruled that the group ran an unlawful. We already did that. COVID-19 for a second time and cases surge in Europe. Florida rapper charged with conspiring to steal coronavirus relief funds. Several outer area communities still waiting for mail-in ballots. Home-based COVID-19 surveillance study launches in Boston. Trump backtracks on stimulus, said its stock features cautiously higher. Stimulus check on hold? Maybe not. 10 things. Big tech antitrust report concludes that Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google are anti-competitive. McDonald's adds Bull Bakery items to menu push for breakfast customers. Okay, let's take a look at the stocks now down 375.88 at 27,772.76. S&P 500 down 47.68 at 3360.95. And Nasdaq down 177.88 at 11,154.60. SpaceX wins contract to build missile tracking satellites for U.S. military. How to spot Mars during its closest approach to Tuesday's night sky. Coronavirus cases in Arizona declined by 75% during the summer after mask mandate, CDC report finds. How many U.S. states are reported increased COVID-19 cases and some leaders push new measures. Peter, Channel News Time, 803. Time out for sports report. Last night in the NBA Finals in game number 4 of it is LeBron James scores 38 and then fourth quarter as the Los Angeles Lakers defeat the Miami Heat 102-96 as they take a 3-1 lead in the best of 7 series with game number 5. And this just into our Peter Channel newsroom. New England Patriots defensive star Stephon Gilmore tests positive for coronavirus. Take a look at some Major League Baseball scores. Last night, the Atlanta Braves defeat the Miami Marlins 9-5 to take a 1-game lead in the best of 7 series, and the Los Angeles Dodgers The fate the San Padres find a way to take a 1 game to the lead in the best of 7 series at LDS. Over the LDS, Astros have a 2 games to the lead in this best of 7 series with a 5-2 win over the Oakland Athletics and the Tampa Bay Rays over the New York Yankees 7-5 series tied 1 game apiece. Yankees, Gary Sanchez fails in big spots and loss. And Angels Seattle Stars. Stu Bird is a considered champion in WNBA Finals. Peter Chill news time is 8:05. Time out for Peter Chill traffic and transit check on this Wednesday morning. Baby! On the MBTA subway system. Looking good. Commuter rail. Newburyport 9 train 7160 ADM is from Newburyport as the public. Newburyport is operating their schedule and the ferries are looking good. $95 to the southbound side. A little bit slow between Pawtucket and Providence. 146 to the southbound side. Little slow around Route 95 in the downtown Providence area. 146 to the northbound side. A little bit slow around the sales around the North Spifford Rhode Island. And Newport Bridge on the eastbound side. A little bit slow between Jamestown and Newport. Jamestown Bridge on the westbound side. A little bit slow. Battle Bridge to the southbound side. A little bit slow. Out of the Cape. Board Bridge to the southbound side. A little bit slow. Route 6 looking for sidewalk out all lanes. 24 to 95 on the northbound side. A little bit slow around Route 128 out of Kenton. 95. A little bit slow around Route 485 in Mansfield. 7 Expressway southbound side. A little slow to Quincy stretch. And 93 on both ends is back to the Dorchester area. Mass back eastbound side. A little bit slower around Route 16 in Newton. Route 128 on the northbound side. A little bit slower to Peabody stretch. 128 is southbound side. A little bit slow between Linfield over down to Reading. Route 3 is southbound side. A little bit slow around 128 out of the Burlington area. And 93 at the northbound side, a little bit slow around 120 out in the Britain area. Central Mass, 190 at the northbound side, also West Point stretch. Out in the western Massachusetts, looking good. Out in Connecticut, 84, a little bit slow around Route 31 in the Hartford, Connecticut. 81 southbound side, a little bit slow around Hartford, Connecticut. 84 westbound side, also Waterbury, Connecticut. 84 westbound side, a little bit slow around Newtown, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway, slow between Milford and down to Greenwich, Connecticut, and 85 in the southbound side, slow between Bridgeport down to Greenwich, Connecticut, and 89 southbound side, a little bit slow, New London, New Hampshire, but looking good in the Granite State, out of Maine, looking good, and Vermont, 91, looking a little bit slow around upstate Vermont. Peter Chill news time, 8:07. 7 minutes after 8, time now for a weather report. The latest on Delta, 105 mile per hour winds. Minimum set pressure 974 millibars, located 21.1 at the north, 87.4 to the west, and moving northwest at 17 miles an hour. And light threatening storm surge and dangerous winds are expected within portions of the northern Yucatan Peninsula and Mexico during the next few hours, and now is the time to be in your storm shelter. Heavy rainfall will affect west portions of western Cuba and the northern Yucatan Peninsula early Thursday. This rainfall could lead to significant flash flooding and mudslides and flash and urban and small stream flooding, along with a minor river flooding, is likely Friday, Saturday across portions of the central Gulf Coast and north and into portions of the lower Mississippi Valley. The heavy rainfall will spread northeastward into the Tennessee Valley and into southeast United States this weekend into the early next week. There is an increase in likelihood of slight threat storm surge and dangerous hurricane force winds, especially along the coasts of Louisiana and Mississippi, beginning on Friday. Residents in these areas should ensure have their hurricane plans in place and fall advice given by local officials, and storm surge and hurricane watches will likely be issued for portions of the northern Gulf Coast later today. Closer to home, we are continuing with our own stormy weather today. It'll be rather mild today, but a cold front will bring strong to damaging wind gusts later today and this evening, and perhaps a few thunderstorms as well. Dry weather for most places late this weekend and early next weekend. Cool temperatures trend above normal this weekend and cool once more next week. No major change in the forecast this morning. This week, rainfall time based on the latest near-term guidance, which seems to be narrowed the time and window for rainfall slightly, and otherwise forecast remain on track and strong to damaging wind gusts later today tonight with Scattered power outages possible and fierce severe thunderstorms possible this afternoon, early evening of greatest risk across northern Massachusetts, and the main concern will be revolving around strong temperature wind gusts that are anticipated this afternoon and tonight with a secondary concern for a fierce severe thunderstorms. We will break things down and blah blah blah. A band of mid-level cloudiness was across the region very early this morning with nothing more than a brief sprinkle. This will be followed by a period of partial sunshine this morning in the mid-afternoon, giving a relatively mild start at 9:25 T. 15 Celsius. Expect many locations to receive after the night temperatures top out in the low to mid 70s with readings a few degrees cooler, and the high trade will become breezy this morning, but the strongest winds will hold up until later today and tonight. The real weather will arrive later this afternoon evening as a vigorous northern stream show wave and strong cold fronts across the region, and low level moisture will be rapidly limited, but T will drop below 20 Celsius across northern Massachusetts associated with a strong short wave, and this will result in sleep mid-level left rate to the order of 7-8 Celsius ski kilometers, while Italy will be limited the SBC SRE indicates these probabilities for capes to exceed 250 JKG along with an effective bulk shear with excess of 50 knots to the safe mid-level rates coupled with a strong jet dynamics might be enough to overcome instability result of Brooklyn shots and potential for a few thunderstorms this afternoon early evening, and given the strong dynamics and a few low top severe thunderstorms not possible result in potential temperature wind gusts, then even without much light as well as possible anywhere across the region, the greatest risk is across northern Massachusetts closer to shortwave and steeper mid-level lapse rates, while any convective showers without thunders will increase the potential of strong dimensional wind gusts. We will expect to occur that any precipitation latest scattered indicates a strong 850 mil bar westerly jet of 55 knots beyond the cold front later this afternoon into tonight, and moderate pressure rises above, along with stable low level lapse rates support strong dimensional wind gusts, while into the evening and Buffkin indicates a period of 35-45 knot wind gusts with the potential for a few gusts near 50 miles an hour. Given fully leaf trees and the risk of tree temperature power will be higher than if it were later in the season, and based on climate tree pattern and regulation, we have to create a high wind warning across western central and northeast Massachusetts weather according to the strongest 850 mil bar jet is located along with the areas of higher trade. We will continue high wind warning for Cape Islands and cool wind advisories across Connecticut, Rhode Island, and southeast Massachusetts regardless of the specific headlines. The main idea is that strong dynamic wind gusts and scattered power outages are possible this afternoon and tonight across the entire region. Wind advisory in effect for 2 p.m. this afternoon, 2 a.m. this Eastern Daylight Time Thursday. West winds 20-30 miles an hour, gusts up to 55 miles an hour expected in portions of southeastern Massachusetts, northern and southern Rhode Island from 2 p.m. this afternoon to 2 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Thursday. Gusty winds can blow around, and secured objects and some down trees and scattered power outages will be possible, especially given fully leafed trees. Okay, take a look at the weather forecast. Will be slight gentle showers before 4 p.m. today. Then it's gentle showers at thunderstorm between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. The showers likely possibly a thunderstorm after 5 p.m. Increase skies high about 34 degrees and southwest about 5 to 10 mile an hour. Increase at 12 to 17 mile an hour in the afternoon with good size 45 mile an hour. Transpiration is 6%. The new rain amount between less than 10 minutes possible extra high amounts possible thunderstorms. For tonight, showers before 7 p.m. Mostly clouds get during early evening. Gradual cooling with low around 46 degrees, breezy with west wind about 16-21 mile an hour, size 50 mile an hour, transpiration 6%, and new rain amounts less than 10 minutes possible extra high amounts possible thunderstorms. And Thursday, set sky at 62 low, 38 degrees, and north with about 10 to 15 mile an hour, size 33 mile an hour, and for Friday, set sky at 63 low, 48 degrees, and west wind about 3 to 7 mile an hour, and for Saturday, most set sky at 75 low, 55 degrees, southwest at about 5 to 15 mile an hour, size 20-25 mile an hour, and for Sunday, most set sky at 65 low, 47 degrees, northeast at about 6 mile an hour, and for Clever State, put the set sky about 63 low, 51 degrees, east to about 5 to 7 mile an hour, and for today, put the set sky about 67 degrees, and east to about 7 mile an hour. Right now, Norton it's 61 degrees and mostly skies. That's me for the Peter Channel Morning News on this October 7th, 2020 on a Wednesday morning. I'm Peter J. Williams. Hope you have a good morning, goodbye day to stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. Have a good day.